Hello and welcome back to Adventure's Edge, Heroes of the Vale, Season 2, Episode 19.
Yay! Episode 19.
Episode 19.
It just means we're still alive. So another episode.
For now.
There we go.
Still alive. That'll be the title, Staying Alive.
Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, cool.
It's a very low bar. Just staying alive.
You know, sometimes you just have to appreciate that you are still alive.
Mm-hmm.
You do. I appreciate being alive every day.
That you're just there, you're just here, and you just keep going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in this setting, he has control over,
Sure.
over all of that.
That's
to a degree.
true.
Yeah.
To a degree.
To a degree.
To a degree.
He does let the dice decide.
I am a fanatic when it comes to letting the dice decide your fates.
Mm-hmm.
Cruel.
Cruel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
The whims of fate.
That's why we play. It's a dice game at the
Right.
at the end of the day. That's how we play. So, who's ready to see what the dice have in store for you today?
Well,
Nothing but good
yippee.
things.
They might be.
They
might be.
should we remind people of what happened?
We should. Really quick recap.
Quick recap.
Well, we were at the not keep, but sort of monastery
It's an old monastery of Zakad.
that Zinnia and Daerun had visited long ago. And we are in a race with the big bad evil guy to get the MacGuffin. And we are down deep below. And I accidentally triggered an encounter with 3 dire rats who mysteriously must be on espresso or something because they avoided my sleep spell.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's a door with a sign on it that none of us can currently read.
And so we're not opening it until we can get someone who can read the sign because it's in Goblin.
No.
Cobalt.
Cobalt. It's in Cobalt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But one of the 5 blades that came down is dead.
Go on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dead on the floor.
20% down.
Yes.
So we only have 4 plus the really, really bad guy.
Yes. So Vestrin plus 4. So it's getting better. Things are looking up for us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
May the odds be in our favor.
I'm feeling like more and more confident.
Sure you are. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And
So,
lots a few dire rats.
Yeah. So why don't you roll initiatives? Let's just do it.
Well, that's not when I want the 20, but I rolled a 20. So 24.
I saw a 20 flash on mine, and then it kind of
16.
Haha. On your not 20. Not to your 16.
Yeah, that's fine.
9.
Less than 9, more than 1.
Well, I only got a 15, so I think,
Zinnia's up first.
Zinnia, what do you want to do? You see some, well, no, you don't. You see Pike at the door, and he maybe says something. What do you do, Pike? How do you respond?
I'd say big rats.
Okay. Big rats. Is there do I detect a note of fear, concern, consternation?
Concern. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
I am viewing the situation with concern.
All right. So, assuming that I'm not so oblivious to not pick up on that, I will zip over.
Okay. Zinnia crosses the room,
Yes,
flying rapidly,
with alacrity.
and
I thought you had wings.
Yes.
goes right over Pike's
Oops.
head, looks like.
Yeah, except for the knife.
He's short.
And
Excellent.
now you're trapped
I am.
Under Pike. Okay.
There we go. And I will.
Bring Zinnia to the front.
Oh, look. There they are. I see spying the rats. I will I will open with a ray of fire.
And just as while you're getting ready to do a ray of fire. So this is a 4-way intersection. You coming in from the south hall to the west. The hall extends into darkness to the east, also into some darkness, but there's a glow on the floor, as if from some perhaps magical doodad, and you can sort of make out what looks like a body that a collection of rats were dining on. Also, in the intersection, there's numerous more kobolds, dead kobolds scattered around. You can see more at the end of the hall in both directions. And then to the north, you can hear the tinkling sound of a fountain. And you see water sort of spraying down around a large black obelisk. But since the rats are the most important thing, I just want to remind everybody where they're at. And everybody being the fans who are not watching Roll20 here. You're going to ray of fire. Now, is this a single target? Do you have multiple rays?
No, it's just a single target. This is just a cantrip.
Just a cantrip, blasting the closest one?
The closest one.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
A 23 to hit, my poor little dire rat. You see all the little beady eyes turn, illuminating in the light as your fire blasts into the first one.
And it's just a ranged touch.
Yeah. I mean, it's give me some damage.
It's just 3 points of damage. Like, this is just a little, like...
I thought he was going to explode.
No. This is just it's just a very gentle little ping.
Well...
Singe. I just singed his fur, basically. Like,
and you singed a lot of his fur. I mean, he's a dire rat, but they are only so powerful. Okay, you hear the rat shriek and hiss. And Pike, what you got?
Okay.
Leave it to Zinnia.
It is kind of overkill, but I'm kind of lacking. I don't have a lot of direct damage type magic, and what I have, none of it is area of effect. So I'm going to have to do a psychic strike on one of them.
Okay.
And
Going to do it on the singed one or the next one in line? And is there a will save involved?
There is a save, and DC should be 15.
He fails.
Okay, good.
Not notoriously willful.
So then that would be 1d6 plus 2 force damage.
Okay, so a burst of psychic energy slams into poor little rat.
I roll as badly as I can. So I do 3 points of damage.
Oh, that is utterly delightful. Okay. I thought you would just curb stomp these guys, but they are going to get to attack after all. Maybe. All right.
Cool.
See, that's why we play dice games. Isme.
Okay, so Isme, I believe, just came back from exploring the little side hall. Because I think I remembered I went down that little hall, and
from the entry, like we'll call it the foyer, where there was this other obelisk and a suit of armor or a statue and bodies. You opened up, yes, the west door.
Yes,
and you saw that it was just a 30 or so foot long side hall that ends in another set of double doors, but also connects to another hall leading north. Yeah.
Right.
But I don't think you went wandering down it.
No, I was opening it up, trying to figure out if we should go when Pike wandered over and found friends.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Yeah.
So I've probably heard what was said, and I'm going. How much is it? 35 feet to get there, or how far can I get?
Yep, 35 feet to get to the door, so 40 to get around the corner if shooting something is in mind. So you probably actually won't be able to get a shot off.
I probably won't. So I will, because I can only do 30 feet. So I'm going to try to get as close as I can. I'm actually going to double move and try to get up to Pike so I can at least guard Pike since he's soft and squishy.
So you go running up next to Pike.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to step into the hall or just stay like basically on this side of the doors?
I am going to get on the other side.
Okay. So Ismay goes running up past Pike and presents herself to the rat onslaught. Okay.
One note, I had to double check the wording on strike. So the one I hit, even though I did minimal damage, it is shaken for 1 round.
Okay.
For
Which
whatever that means.
It's like -2 to its attacks. I'm sure that will save Ismay's life. All right. The mighty Daerun.
Well, Corda attack. Well, she'll double move, so she'll get in front of him at least. I counted that's 50 there.
So Corda runs up past Pike, past Ismay into the hall, and is just like
as far as she goes,
racing down the hall towards
and Daerun, the spider. I'm going to double move.
Oh.
I'm going to climb up the wall to get to the ceiling.
Ooh, nice.
So,
And creepy.
how tall are the ceilings? Just for movement?
Yeah, this was I think, 15 feet tall room, something like that.
So that would, I don't know if we want to indicate that, so if I double move, that will get me on the ceiling right here.
He's pointing up. Okay,
Yep.
so you skitter up the wall
I'll put a little icon on there.
onto the ceiling. Awesome. All right, then that is the hero's turn. And Cordas has rushed up to tank the wall of rats, who hungrily rush at her. Let's just gonna do this. We're gonna just do this. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're coming from around the corner.
Round the corner we come.
Ooh.
You see 5 rats the size of small dogs with kind of scraggly fur, almost mangy and long, sinuous tails and beady eyes in the magic light as they swarm around Corda. So 3 of them will get up to attack her, and the others are ready to pile over. So we're going to do some Corda attacks here. Attack number 1. Rat bite. I don't think they're going to have much of a chance to the might of Corda. Ooh. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, just barely.
Just barely.
Yeah.
What is Corda's AC?
I believe she's got a 18.
Okay, I thought it was...
Yep, she's been putting some feats into that.
What do you need?
I've just realized that I have no D4s in my tray.
Oh, and I guess it's 0. There's no price on it. It must be free.
Huh. They must be sitting on the other game table. Thanks for this. That's a cool D4. Yeah, I'm going to need some D4s. Okay, so that is going to be 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And I do need Corda to make a fort save.
No.
Ooh, she did not make it.
Oh, no.
Okay. So Corda does not know this, but you do need to record this. She will be contracting filth fever.
Ooh, that's her favorite kind of fever.
It is. It's good. It's a good fever. It does have an onset of 1d3 days, so it's not something that will probably come up, and it is something that we will try not to forget. Okay, so That's their turn. Let's do initiatives. Ooh. Come on, rats.
16.
20.
19.
6.
Not 20.
Not 20.
12.
Oh.
Yeah, not 20. I just know how we're doing this. If I don't get 20, why share my embarrassment?
So close to rat frenzy. Okay, but they're denied. So Pike, you see them just sort of piling over each other, trying to bite at Corda, who's growling and ready to just tear them all apart. What do you want to do?
Okay. This is going to be. So, are they surrounding Quarter? Where is Quarter on?
They
Is
are
that-
not fully
That's
surrounding her
Yep, that's
yet.
right here.
Yeah, that one's Corda.
So, the Quarter's the closest one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, I'm going to move.
We'll give Corda a nice little green star there.
Don't go on that line. Don't go on that line.
As he passes by.
Yeah, I will yell
Pike's
that.
running down this 10-foot wide hall, and
Zinni says, "Not there.
Okay.
I have a feeling.
It will sting."
Did you get stuck underneath Corda?
No, I'm trying. Can I stand over Corda?
So Corda is a medium-sized creature, so you can technically squeeze, which is not great for either of you, but you could run into Corda's space. But you're all at -4.
You can use Corda as a jumping point to jump over
Well-
the two rats and behind her.
This is this is what I want to do, and I'm trying to avoid hurting Corda in the process.
I'm sure she would appreciate that.
I was going to do color spray, which is a 15-foot cone, but I'm trying to not get her in it.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. If I'm like in the square adjacent and
Well, so
Or-
you be squeezing. They're going to have bonuses to hit you, but that will not affect your color spray going off. So 'cause
Okay.
you're not making a melee attack.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Then I just want to make sure that I don't potentially blind or deafen or stun Corda. So-
Appreciate it.
Okay, so Pike runs up, occupying the space with Corda, and you said 15 foot.
yeah.
Great. Then I think you can get a cone here. So
Gets
15.
all of them except one.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can hit all but one
All right.
because I've so courteously lined them up for you.
So they're affected depending on their hit die.
Yeah.
2 hit die or less. If they fail a will save, they are unconscious, blinded, and stunned for 2d4 rounds. Then blinded and stunned for 1d4 rounds. And then just stunned for 1 round.
Okay, so
If they're 3 or 4 hit die, it's different, but I
Yeah,
suspect they're
yeah.
probably.
they are
I hope not.
they're okay. So let me roll. I assume you have a DC ready for me. The first save here. That's a fail. So, okay. So we'll do a little blinded symbol. So he's blinded, stunned, unconscious. Is that everything?
Yes.
Okay. Second one. Oh, he passed. So they pass. I'm sorry. Say
It's
again.
just negate. It's negate if they pass.
Negate. Second natty one. All right, so there we go. And that's a 14. What's your DC?
It's a level 1 spell, so that should be 14. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's +3 for my charisma.
Gotcha.
Level 1 spell, that makes 4. 4 plus 10, 14.
Okay, so the two in the middle of the pack, their eyes go wide, they go blind, and then they slump over unconscious for a couple of rounds. And then we still have 3 unaffected, though.
Okay.
Kind of surprising. Okay, but awesome. Ismi.
Ismi is going to, I think she's going to go up with the scimitar and she's going to attack the one that is right next to Corda and Pike.
When Zinnia just said Don't get in the line.
Oh, so you said don't get in line?
But
Oh,
you can
Right
actually
here.
but you can get behind Pike and
Yeah,
attack
right
that
there. You
someone.
can
Yeah.
diagonal.
Yeah, I think Zinnia is looking to do some sort of line effect.
Yep. But I'm going to try to get behind
Okay.
Corda.
So you are adjacent to the Corda Pike pile
Mm-hmm.
and attacking kind of to the northeast.
Yes.
Okay, at the uninjured, unaffected rat that will live forever.
Okay. And
He's making will saves left and right.
that would be a 18.
That's a hit.
Okay. And that will be a D6 plus 1. Oops, that was cocked. That tempting, but I consider that cocked. Okay, so I'm under the fly. I think that is a 6. I think the leaves are a 6. It's my
What?
weird dice. It's the leaves are the 6
Yes.
and the arrow is a 1. Yes. So I got a 6 plus 1. I got 7 points.
Okay. All right, so you go running up, and in one smooth, graceful stroke, you cut my poor dire rat in twain.
Good. That's good.
Is it though?
It is. It is.
Oh, now there's only 2 in that line.
Now there's only 2 in the line. But the south side, you could catch the other 2, Pike, Corda, and Isme. I mean, all right, Daroon.
So the one in front of Corda is unconscious.
Yeah, both of the ones adjacent to Corda are unconscious, which means you can step up to them, or you could coup de grace or whatever.
Yeah, let's just. Well, she can't share that space with the unconscious creature.
She can.
She can.
Yeah, because
So-
they're
So she's going to actually step up into this last one over here and do a bitey bite.
on the one in the back row.
Yep.
Okay. So Corda advances,
Let me actually use this dice.
towering over the
Nice.
dire rat.
That's what we want. I got an 18 without even
All
adding
right,
bonuses.
and chomps the rat in the back.
And that's going to be for max damage of 11 points.
Oh my gosh! Corda's huge jaws
Do a will save on that.
clamp down and tear his little rat head right off his body.
Okay. And
Like a
then
chew
I am
toy.
going to stay up here. And then I am going to double move right there on the ceiling. I think I'm just going to stay up here because I like it. That's my turn.
Okay. Somehow
I left a couple for you.
So I'm going to move so that I can do the line, and I'm going to lightning bolt.
you're gonna lightning bolt. Oh, wow! Okay.
Fried rat for dinner.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
So Zinnia goes diagonal and lightning bolts down the hall. The hall is just brightly illuminated. Daroon, Isme, Pike, and Corda all see a bolt of lightning streak past them.
No, they feel.
You feel the heat.
You feel.
I think you should almost have to make fort
Crack-a-lacka.
saves to avoid the blindness. I mean, you have to imagine this is a kind of a dark hall.
Yeah.
And it's suddenly crackling as you explode.
It's only 20
It's only 20.
20.
It's only 20.
points of damage. Yep.
Do you do damage to the wall behind it?
You know, was that there was which version had bouncing? Was that 2E?
2, I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, yeah, because that used to be where that would bounce and it
Mhm.
would probably come back at you. Yeah. Should bring back the bouncing lightning.
Oh my gosh. Please no.
No.
So, the
Okay.
smell of freshly fried rat.
Yeah, it is so
Hair and
much.
all.
You barely even get a glimpse of their little skeletons illuminated in the lightning before they're just turned to ash.
Cool.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's
Um,
one underneath Corda that's unconscious.
yeah, I'm like, there's just.
I don't think that's going to end well for that one.
Okay, we can drop out of initiative as Corda has a little play toy there.
Yep. Smacking it against the wall.
Yeah. Okay.
Offers it to somebody to play a little tug of war with.
Question.
Mhm.
If I know anything about nature or a dire rat, would I know its effect on its bite effect, just from a natural setting as a person, as a druid?
Sure, you know that all sorts of vermin can have potential contact.
But would I suspect it? I guess that's my question.
Well, so I mean, after the fight, sure. You know what? You could inspect. I mean, because Corda has a decent little chomp there.
Yeah.
So you'd probably look her over and be
Okay.
like, oh, that's. And I mean, you could make why not? You can make a heal check.
Ooh, I love heal checks. All those points that I put into heal, I get to use once in a while. Watch me roll like really low. I did. That's an 11.
Okay. I mean, you look her bite over,
Hmm.
and you don't know that it's going to be
Mhm.
infected. It's not like you have any disinfectant to pour in there,
Right.
but
I will give her a good berry to get a hit point back.
okay. This is one of those cases where as far as what you would know, I mean, you could preemptively
Understand.
cast like cure disease, like, let me just put a little cure disease Bactine in there.
Cure disease vaccine. That
Yeah.
sounds nice.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you could.
As of right now, I'm not going to be too overly suspicious of it. That's my mind. That's my thought process.
Okay, that's fine. I mean,
I don't want to meta it, into the ground. So
I was just trying to think if that heal check would cover, like, if you wanted to like investigate the corpses and like, well, what's
What court?
yeah, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Not much to look at.
no.
Ismay would actually look at all the kobolds that are dead. Are they dead by bites? Are they dead by rat?
No.
Or they're dead by sword.
They're dead by pointy things.
Okay.
So who's this little fella over here that they were gnawing on?
And more importantly, what's the glowing thing?
Exactly.
Is it magic?
Yeah.
The glowing thing, you mean the fountain?
The fountain.
No,
No,
there was a
no.
glowing thing on the ground near the
The
corpse.
rats. Why? It's why you could see the rats. So
Yeah.
Oh,
on the ground there.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So you can move to the end of the hall and examine the carnage. And yeah, there is a glowing staff there on the ground.
Ooh.
It looks like it has possibly a light spell maybe cast on it. And even though the body has been chomped on a bit, you suspect that this is one of the blades.
Ooh.
40%. 40%.
Somebody made a really high knowledge check on the blades when you identified the first guy. I don't remember who it was now.
I think it was probably me.
So for some reason, Daerun is the one that's like,
I've always, I had a thing with the blades. They were just really something that were an interesting topic to bring up at parties.
yeah,
So I get to-
mercenary bands.
Fascination. with
Yeah.
the blades, yeah.
But this is none other than Jeremiah Keaton. He was their wizard.
Ooh, they're down a wizard.
This is a
His
wizard.
wet and timely end.
Okay, so the staff would be handy for those of us without dark vision, and we should check his pockets.
Oh yeah, he's a wizard. Always check the pockets
should.
of wizards.
You should also make sure to see the staff. It's glowing, right? Well, cast detect magic.
You can see that some of his stuff was probably removed, but yeah, he does have some magic stuff here.
And I'm doing this from the ceiling, folks.
Just a
Okay.
little hairy, segmented,
Or not at all
Just
creepy.
Pointing towards
pointing
the
down
staff,
and
yeah.
glowing tip, and as you
Now,
cast the detect
spiders
magic.
have big misconceptions. They are a great addition to this world, and they look cool.
Spiders are our friends. I will say that, even though they creep me out.
They don't creep me out. I like them.
I was biased in their favor at, I don't know, I must have been like 10 or 11. I was reading the Xanth books by Piers Anthony,
Oh yeah.
and one of them involves a little jumping spider that
Mhm.
gets big and is intelligent and was a cool character. So,
Huh, I don't remember that. Okay. This guy has on him, he actually has a couple of potions
Mm.
and 2 scrolls and a wand and a staff.
Oh,
I shall seek to identify the first potion with a 17.
It is a potion of cure light wounds. Actually, you probably didn't even need to roll for that.
Well, now I'm rolling for the second potion, which is a 22.
That is a potion of blur.
And then you said a scroll.
Yes.
That is another 17.
That is a scroll of charm person.
Okay.
And actually, there's 2 scrolls, and you get the last. Then there's a scroll of comprehend languages.
Okay.
And then there's a wand and a staff.
Okay. The wand. Ooh, 14.
You are unsure about the wand.
I hand it off. Okay.
Something with hands?
20 on the wand.
It is a wand of magic missile.
Okay.
And that has 10 charges left on it.
Didn't you already have one, right? I thought you had a wand. Wasn't there a
You
wand of
did,
magic
didn't
missile?
you?
Because you had magic missile, and then was like, "I'll give you one of magic missile." I would say someone perhaps without a whole lot of offensive spells should
Yes.
have something
Yeah,
of
like-
that nature.
Yes, I
Like-
do have a wand of magic missile, so you should have this wand of magic missile. With
Just
it.
in case.
It's a good backup.
Ooh.
It's a good backup weapon. Okay, and then a staff.
Yep.
28.
It is a +1 quarterstaff. And you are able to determine that he cast light on it, and the light spell is still on for the duration of his spell.
Is it resizable?
Just a It's a toothpick. +1 toothpick.
That's the second quarterstaff +1 that we've gotten.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Could we take a splinter from it and turn it into the weapon?
The quarterstaff of Theseus.
Is it resizable? It is not.
It's not.
You're a jerk.
Totally a jerk. Okay.
Does he have a magic sewing kit?
A magic sewing kit.
With enchanted needles.
Ooh.
I've asked about this before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
You made the same sound.
Yeah.
So you get the same answer.
It continues to be a great idea.
Yeah.
Just got to go to the big city. Got to find that
Big
seamstress.
That's it. You got to go to the big city and get one.
Got to find a tailor.
At this point, I think I deserve a +3 needle of sewing.
Yeah. After he saw you fry his whole bat. I don't know. Give her more power.
They were just dire rats.
They were just dire rats. All right. Then that is that's that with the dire rats.
No, but that was very scary. Oh,
Okay. So shall we continue?
yes. Oh, okay. So while we're waiting for,
Duck around the corner and check that out.
I want to go check out the fountain.
Okay. Yeah. Isme, is probably heading back towards the fountain as well.
Well, I want to look around the corner where the dire rats came
Yeah,
from,
Uh-huh.
All
just
right.
to glance to see.
All right.
Over there.
We'll peek real quick. Peek.
Okay. So what you do, well, it is not a very, very exciting thing. So that hall ends in a T, and it goes about 10 feet to the left to a large, almost like vault-style stone door. And then it goes to the right 15 feet to another set of double doors, which also have some scribblings like in chalk, in which you would guess to be draconic. And then kind of at the base of the wall here, I didn't mark it. There's a hole, a dire rat-sized hole that you think that they came in. So okay, up there it goes.
Okay, so in the upper right.
Yeah, so it's like it's only like 1.5 feet wide, and like some of the masonry has crumbled, and you can kind of peer into it, and it smells of rat poop.
Question.
And yeah, you think it's a little rat warren.
What was the level was the comprehend languages?
What level?
Well, like when it's cast, do we cast it on someone now? Because if it's 10 minutes per level, if we get an hour of or something of comprehend languages, we can just
Start
cast it
reading
now
these
and
warning
reading-
notes that
Yeah.
the kobolds left.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
you could do that.
Yeah.
Because even though it seems like it would take a lifetime to get through a dungeon, 2 hours. Well,
Well,
without rest.
it is well. So is it one of those where it lasts per
10 minutes per level.
So whoever scribed.
because it's a scroll. Whoever
Yeah.
scribed it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
And it was obviously an archmage.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
9th, 10th level,
Yeah.
at least.
20th level.
Oh, very powerful.
Very powerful.
Very powerful.
It is 4th.
I don't know if you want to do that now or, like just something to
I am somewhat concerned about the fact that the kobolds felt the need to write on what I'm assuming is 2 entrances to the same place, because we're now looking south on something that we were previously looking east at.
Well, Girdlekeep should be here soon.
Yeah. As long as he was brave enough to help us.
Well, I will reach out with my thoughts to Nipper and say, are you on your way? Send those thoughts of and what does Nipper, what sense do I get from Nipper?
Butterflies. Never she got distracted.
No, that tracks. That tracks.
No.
Hmm.
Close by.
So yeah, while you guys were dealing with the dire rats and exploring the end, she comes down with Girdlekeep.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So if you can go back to
Nipper's
the main room.
not a she.
Oh,
Cord is a she.
Quarter's a she. Nipper's.
Mhm.
Sorry about that.
Mm.
The masculine name, Nipper.
Yeah. So you can hear Girdlekeep in the other room. Oh no!
Okay. Well, then if
More family trauma.
Yeah, we
Okay.
kind of piled up the bodies, guys.
We didn't pile them. We lined them up.
in a very no, we put them in a respectful state of
we did.
repose.
We did.
Exactly.
Dad, they're all dead.
Okay, so I will fly over and
Comfort him.
comfort and not bring him over to this side.
Yeah, we didn't bring you down here to see the dead bodies. We need help translating.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody returns to the foyer, and you comfort him enough so that he regains some composure.
Okay. You don't want me to play that out. Okay, apparently not. There we go.
Comforting
Yep.
Xenia. Yeah.
I'm very comforting. Okay.
So if you inquire about,
The door.
The door.
Yeah.
he will say, "We rode bad man, do not enter.
Okay, what kind of bad man?
The kind that kills kobolds."
Okay. What was he doing? Like human, dwarf, troll, like a trolley.
And how did he kill? Like with weapon?
We don't know for sure what he is. He seems like he maybe was a dwarf a long time ago,
Oh.
but
okay.
I heard it's all chains and terror.
Oh.
And has he been there as long as the kobolds know?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
After several of us died, we just, nobody goes in there now.
Okay.
And he doesn't leave.
Oh. Okay. Yes. But okay. I won't. I want to explore his grief, but I won't.
Is that what it says on both sides?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Many shiny things in there, though.
Oh,
Speaking of shiny, what about that odd fountain?
The water is good.
So the kobolds drink the water often and nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
does it help with curing?
No.
Okay.
That would be nice.
It would.
It would have been handy.
Ideal, they say. My spider voice is gonna be different. Sorry, than Darren's voice. Just so you can,
Yes.
I want you to make sure that my vocal cords also changed.
More the fact that there are none.
Yeah.
But he can talk. Magic.
The magic vocal cords.
More clicking too, I imagine.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that
Yeah, I didn't want to
Girdle
really.
Keep is.
I wasn't going to comfort Girdle Keep. There.
Oh gosh, he would actually be terrified of that.
He would.
Considering now you're, okay.
Everything's fine, Girdle.
Take a deep breath.
Yes.
Considering, the spider outside has also killed kobolds.
Let me just stroke your little kobold head.
Wow,
That's a better voice than mine. So.
I think it's.
I'm feeling like you need to be a spider too.
I feel like she's practiced this before.
It's probably a good thing she is not a druid with wild shape because new and exciting horrors every day.
Oh, now I'm excited. My next character.
Oh,
So perhaps
You married me.
I
you
did.
said yes.
I may never sleep again.
Yeah, watch like 3 hours from now. He's
Passed out.
the
Oh, sorry. I just got excited about what comes later this afternoon.
Girdle Keep.
So not right.
nightmares.
Okay, sorry.
All right, what do you want to do?
Well, okay.
I don't know. Should we explore? Should we go through the door now?
Let me crawl through in the ceiling. I can open the door. And I can get on the ceiling inside this and far away from him. But perhaps if he was a dwarf, he can speak.
Well, I mean, I'm not experienced about a lot of things. I'm just a weaver and such. But
Mhm.
I'm really concerned that the sentence you just gave, the word "was" a dwarf, is really apt. Like some sort of undead horror is
Mhm.
inside there. And
we
just struggled with some rats.
Did you miss the part of the shiny?
Okay, well, you didn't struggle.
No.
It was
But
very
there-
one-sided.
There
weren't
is a
s-
vault door
Mhm.
as well that was mentioned.
Yes.
Yes.
What if they're connected to the same room?
Well, one's pointing north and one's pointing south, so
Sorry,
I don't think so.
The south one.
Yeah.
Like the south one connected.
The north
I'm
one
talking
has the
about-
vault door,
Oh,
is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That might be a safer thing to explore first.
Plus, that was the direction that the wizard from the Blades was heading. So they were going down that hole.
Okay, but hear me out. Hear me out. So the bad guys are still down here looking for the key, and we have crazy old dwarf guy here hammering away looking for something. What if they're both looking for the key and the bad guys haven't found it because they haven't gone and faced the crazy dwarf guy yet? So if we just go in directly to face the crazy dwarf guy, maybe we'll find it first.
I was just thinking more like peeking in to see what this dwarf guy was first, and then going perhaps with that idea or not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I mean, we can confront him to see what it really is. I'm not necessarily saying engaging with him,
oh,
unless you think I'm just obviously going to engage with him.
oh, I just wanted to go right in.
I think that's not the best choice.
Oh,
Let's see, shiny objects, have it overcome all common sense and rush into.
Common sense, yes.
I just think it's best to face things head on.
But
And with lightning.
With lightning.
Well,
If
I'm
you-
finding that lightning was pretty effective.
I have no problem going forward if we must. This isn't what they call a deal breaker.
I'm thinking this is something that we can revisit. If we're not having any success, we can come back and
I mean, there's a possibility that he's guarding the thing that we're looking for.
But we
the
haven't.
pencil sharpener of doom or whatever it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
But-
the pencil sharpener isn't here. Remember, it's just the key to the pencil sharpener.
Yeah.
Right. So it is quite possible we'll have to face him, but there's also a vault door, and if something was going to be behind something,
A vault would be a good place to look.
Or it'd be a good, like, distraction.
Yeah.
And what's a pencil?
Mm. You use it to write things.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Very powerful weapon.
Yes.
Yes.
There's also doors beyond the fountain.
There's too many doors. I hate them.
So
we should all split up and each
Yes.
check
No.
one.
that's
No.
the key.
No.
So we go through doors.
I can't open the doors. They're very heavy.
Well, in all honesty, so we have them going towards like the fountain area. Where their tracks lead, do they have tracks? Are they stomping on the ground, or is this so well traveled that it's hard to even pick up tracks of any individuals?
Did they boots stomp through some goblin blood and
Yeah.
leave a
Yes.
trail behind?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean,
Size 11. That's them.
I mean, if you're following after Carnage, so this wizard obviously died at the end of the hall here,
Mhm.
and you took all the stuff, but you didn't really like evaluate the body.
Mhm.
But yeah, he had a variety of injuries there. It looks like he probably was wounded from fighting kobolds. But there's nothing to indicate like tracks going through the vault door there. Like there's a lot of blood and stuff there, so you think that they didn't pursue that. At the other end of the hall, there's another pile of bodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another set of double doors. So somebody went that way. And the door north of the fountain is actually partially open.
So eeny, meeny, miny, and mo.
I think the first thing we need to do is eliminate the people we're trying to beat.
Where are they?
Well, will we catch up to them?
There's too many different
But the thing
directions.
is they're fighting as they go, and we're just kind of following after. So we're probably going a little bit quicker. They're taking their time more as they're going.
Girdle Keep. Where would someone hide something very precious in this area?
Well, the chief has many shinies.
And where's the chief located?
The safe path is to go north past the fountain.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And what's the fastest path?
Well, that is the only path I take.
Okay.
Okay.
Trying to check.
Well,
When he says the safe path.
so what's down that way? I'm going to point down towards these doors to
Yeah.
the left of the screen. He knows this area, right? I mean, he knows this basement or this dungeon. No?
Past the doors is the room with all the beds.
Okay.
And then the other doors lead to Glowy Man.
Glowy Man. So you get multiple people down here.
Who's Glowy Man?
He's another one that kills kobolds.
Oh,
This is a messed up basement.
That's what I'm saying. We were so happy to move up and move outside.
I would be too.
So,
Glowy man, a ghost? Maybe.
possibly. We have to just make a decision.
I just want to go now. Nipper, I want you to hide among these kobold bodies.
No.
And if anybody other than a kobold exits, you have to let me know telepathically. Don't try and find me. Just like send me images of like escaping. Okay?
Okay. Now I'm like, does Nipper have a voice?
Inexplicably, Nipper is French.
Oh, baguette. Oui.
No, he goes, croissant?
Croissant?
Crystal.
That's the only word he knows. So it's like a Pokemon. Okay.
That's it. That's what everybody hears when Nipper and I speak. I understand
Croissant,
exactly
croissant,
what he
croissant.
says, and everybody else just hears croissant,
Croissant. Croissant.
You mean croissant?
croissant.
No.
There's a French accent.
There we go.
You sound disgusted at other people's.
Yes.
So yeah, you have Girdle Keep. You have got Nipper guarding. What do you want to do with Girdle Keep? Do you have more questions for him? Do you want him to go along now?
I don't want to put him in danger.
Can he keep Nipper company? Or does he want to go back up?
You mean amongst the pile of kobold bodies?
Well, he's past this now. He's got to meet this at some point. I'm not exactly a therapist, but we should ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can make his
Yeah.
a decision.
He's
Girdle Keep, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay here with Nipper? Or did you want to go back up into a tree?
Or did you want to come with us?
Oh, I'm feeling very scared.
Uh-huh.
uh-huh.
What would you like to do, though?
I will go with you.
Oh, not expected.
Very brave.
Very brave.
Let's go.
So should we go see where the chief would have his things?
Yeah, I think that might be the first place.
Do we see Glowy Man? No. We don't see Undead Dwarf? No.
Man,
No.
those are all
I think
Limitless
terrible
possibilities.
options.
I think we
I don't
start
think
with,
this is a suite here. This is
I think we start with let's look at the Cobalt King's, like the chief's quarters, because that's probably where they went, and we might get some information, and then we can decide whether to do Glowing Man or the thing that was once a dwarf. But I think first let's start with King's quarters and that area and see what we see down there.
So there are two doors. So going forward, there's two doors over here. They're over there. Girdle Keep. Are they both two people's where they sleep?
The doors to the west are where the beds are.
Yeah.
And the other ones are to Glowy Man.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought you meant the one down there. The door is down.
Mm-hmm.
The one's
Oh.
bottom
Yeah,
left-hand
further,
corner.
further south.
Oh yes, both of those are to the big room with the beds.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we go past the fountain.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna go north through the fountain room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a sip of the water just for funsies.
The water is pure and sweet. Yeah, so the room is it's just a large, like I said, like an onyx obelisk that comes up out of the water, and it has holes somewhere at the top. So water's still it's a functioning fountain,
Okay.
spraying out kind of in all directions down on other sides.
Any carving or runes on the sides of the
Mhm.
obelisk?
Yes, it definitely has a lot of different carvings as the water kind of like trickles down on the sides. It just appears to be like ancient either writings or runes. You could pause to study that if that's what you want to do. Otherwise the room is empty besides this.
I think we need to
You
go
can
through the double
fill
door.
your water skins and
Fill
Keep
the water,
going.
Fill the skins
Wow.
and keep going.
As cool as this is.
All right. Well, the door to the north out of that is partially opened. And if you begin making your way through, there's an even larger room beyond. It's about 50 feet wide and 30 feet tall with another set of double doors on the other side. But lining each side of the room are these ancient stone sentinels, statues of dwarves in different postures, possibly like somewhat ancient designs in their the way they're dressed.
That looks like a game board to me.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It does. It kind of almost looks like a classic, like a dragon chessboard, except it's like dwarven warriors facing off with each other.
Mm-hmm.
be careful to not step on the floor.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, the statues to the east depict fearsome dwarven warriors clad in simple plate armor and holding their warhammers high. And then opposing them are dwarves depicted in simpler garb, more like priests. And they're wielding spears.
General priests,
Mhm.
just like a usual, just the way that they're clothed, or is there
Yeah.
any kind of
Yeah, like
origin?
like robes. Yeah, almost like religious garb.
Okay.
But nothing particular in the religious garb, just in a general sense.
you know what? So if you pause to study them,
Mm-hmm.
you
I'm going to crawl on the ceiling and kind of step into the room a little bit more to check it out.
Okay. They look like some of the symbols that you recognize are the symbols of Zakad.
Oh,
So you think that this is. Give me a history check. Anybody could roll, but I'm gonna give you.
it's a natty
bonus.
20. So
okay, well,
yeah, just a history. That's a 27.
yeah. This seems to be like a almost like a not a diorama, but it's. You think that this is telling a story of this resistance of these Zakad priests against one of the dwarf kings of the Silver Kingdoms. And why they went through the trouble of building this to kind of like record this part of their history.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of effort.
Mm-hmm.
They look. If I want to kind of go over on top of them, do they look? They're not. They're statues, but they're not to the ground, right? They're not part of the. They would be technically movable.
Oh, I mean they're on stone bases, so yes, yeah. They're not like carved out of the floor,
But they are carved out of a stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are definitely stone statues.
Okay. Dwarven.
Give me a
craftsmanship.
perception. Well, so does everybody's kind of moving in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
I do have another important question though.
Okay.
Is Dayrune's spider a web spinner? Yes. So you can actually like create.
Web is
Yeah.
a skill I have. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Is that web strong enough to hold up party members?
So that's a good question. It's so if you go into webs like as what it is, like it's the general universal monster rule.
Mm-hmm.
It is there's a strength check required. It doesn't. It's just basically I can hold a size category larger than my web spinners, which is quite large, but it doesn't talk really about weight. You know, unfortunately, because you would think that you'd want to give everybody options to do something with a web.
Right.
You know, I'll say both stand to break out of the web. You have to do a strength check of a DC equal to 10. I'm sorry, entangled creatures escape artist or burst the web with strength check. They would have to DC equal to 10 plus half the creature's HD plus the creature's con modifier, which not really. It's only the person. It doesn't say about. It sees it more as an action. Like to get out of the web, not necessarily carrying. So I think that would probably be more on the lines of a DM question, I guess. But he is he says he is a web spinner. So I see what you're saying. Good idea. We all know the strength of a web, especially from a giant spider.
Yeah.
Right. That's
I
kind
mean,
of like
sure, but it would also be really sticky. So I guess I'm not sure what application you're thinking about using it for.
yeah, like a whole Tarzan move, or like crawling.
Just walking on the ceiling
Yeah.
and you get.
Oh, are you talking about like him trailing web
Yeah.
and carrying people across the
Yeah.
ceiling from his...
Yeah.
I'm a bit suspicious of this room as just there.
Well, or I mean, just in general,
Yeah.
like maybe not even this room, just in another,
Sure.
like
But I am
Yeah.
suspicious of this room.
thinking ahead.
Is the door on the opposite side
Open.
open?
It is, yeah. It is
Yes.
partially
So
open.
I'm
Yeah.
going to walk across because I'll be, I'm going to watch for things to move, but I'm going to walk across.
Oh, I've
It
already,
is one move to.
Yeah.
I've already
It's-
flown.
You've flown across.
I've already
Yeah.
flown across. I'm not waiting around to see
Yeah.
what's going to happen. I just fly right across.
Yeah,
so.
Ismi and I can get
Yeah.
across the entire room in one.
One round. So that's what I'm going to do.
So hopefully things don't happen too fast.
Okay. Sure. So, Dayrun, since you're being so like paranoid about it, did you want to make a perception check on
Sure. 24.
Okay. So, as people are carefully or running or however they're crossing the room, you're looking down on the statues, and you do see that the priest statues are the spear holding arms are
Mhm.
jointed. And you do notice that a number of the spear tips are like stained. They are stained, yeah. But you know, if you crawl down, you can start like scrutinizing it. You do think your suspicions are correct that there might, you know, have been a trap here in the past, or it's not triggering because you just watched.
Sure.
You just see people.
And I would
walking
have hoped
across,
Girdle Keep would have said something.
which he did not.
And that's the thing. It's like this is
I
how
keep forgetting that he's there.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, if this was bad, Colonel Keep would tell you not to go. Also, the chief probably wouldn't have had this as his quarters.
The goblins, kobolds are
Just be
small enough that if it was some sort of like weight or pressure
Yeah.
activated thing, they would never have.
It could be.
Yeah, actually, you know, with a
disputed.
24, I'm gonna assume you're gonna just keep like studying. The area.
Checking
Yeah.
things out. Yep.
Yeah. You would be able to detect some pressure plates in the middle of the room too.
Okay.
And you're just probably just about to tell Pike, oh, not there, but he just kind of ran across. So
Careful.
Sure. No worries.
So yeah, it does not whatever trap was there apparently is long sprung or no longer functioning.
Okay.
You're not paranoid if you're correct.
Mhm.
And then as once they walk through, Corda's like, okay, and she's going to follow the same steps that they did,
Okay. All right. So everybody crosses
and then
the
I'll come through back behind.
all right. So everybody crosses the room.
So what's the ruling on said web then in certain cases, I guess? So that way if we can confront it in the future. I also was thinking of things like that. So
Well, I think that the web could probably hold. I mean, we could probably look at what a DC 10 strength can carry, right? Because that would probably tell us how
Yeah.
much weight it could hold. But we'd also have to look at what you could carry.
yeah.
Like, what is your strength in spider
yeah.
form?
Yeah.
Well,
good point.
no, because the web could be like he could,
If it's not attached.
could attach.
You're thinking attached to.
Oh, I was thinking of he was going to crawl the ceiling and you guys were going to like Tarzan beneath him as he carried you. I thought that's what you were saying.
No,
I was thinking what you were thinking.
Okay. But
So-
you're like,
Now we're on the same page.
all right, so
Yep.
spin a little web and then make a rope that you could swing across.
So spider dragline silk has a tensile strength of roughly 1.3 GPA. The tensile strength listed for steel might be slightly higher, but spider silk is much less dense material, so that a given weight of spider silk is 5 times as strong as the same weight of steel.
Oh, so stronger than steel cable. That's right there. Science. Because that's what we're living in right here. This world is obviously scientifically founded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's flat and all.
so clearly his web is far weaker than that. So if you go look under strength, what a DC 10 drag weight would be, that's how much it would be able to hold.
Okay.
Because if he wraps you up in it, you can just snap it. And if it was
Yeah.
at least-
Yeah.
if it was as strong as that,
DC 12 is to break out of it. When I
Mhm.
when special attack, the web is
Yeah.
a DC 12.
which is not. I mean, surprisingly, that's
Right.
actually not that strong.
No.
Yep. So
But
We-
but it probably is enough to hold. I mean, you guys are all kind of small.
Mm-hmm.
We do not have a beefy party.
no.
Okay, so we can get that number
Yet.
yet.
Corda's going to get big.
Oh, Corda. Okay,
She's going to go through a transition.
a transition.
Been going through some changes lately, right?
Mhm.
Is Corda's voice going to change?
Probably. Come on.
Okay, then
Get that mature wolf voice.
you guys move into the next chamber, as I've just revealed. As you're making your way through, this is a navigate. What you're like navigating this dungeon crawl here. It's basically another kind of rectangular chamber. There's a set of double doors leading off to the east, and Girdle keeps just like it's that way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, tell me,
Is that something weird on the north wall, or is it just
Tapestry or
an artifact of the? If there's nothing to look at, just say there's nothing
Yeah.
to look at, and I'll move on.
that little.
make
Blue-gray.
a perception check.
I just perceived with my own eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Zinnia got a 19, which means that's a 22.
That's good.
Okay.
That's amazing. It's amazing for Zinnia.
Okay, well, the room itself, yeah, there's actually something there. There's a polished, the north wall is polished obsidian, and has what look like are probably names written in Kaldathi. You think they might be dwarven names? Like it looks like it could be a memorial chamber. So there's inscriptions here for hundreds of names, all etched in. So that's what that discoloration was. But sorry, you said you're 20. We're still 22.
22.
22. Okay. So you kind of, it draws your eye and you go and start studying it, and you do notice one of the names kind of in the middle of the memorial looks slightly more raised than the other names. And you like, it's not very obvious, but to your keen fairy eyes,
This one time.
it looks like it could be like a button.
Oh, well, I push it.
Of course she does.
Okay, so as everybody's kind of like making their way over to the east doors, Xenia flies to look at this memorial wall, and without any further thought, presses the button. There's a grinding noise as part of the memorial wall slides into the floor, and you see a doorway to the north. You see an octagonal room before you, about 30 feet across in different directions. It has stone benches lining the walls, and there's a column in this, or like a stone table in the center. But more immediately pressing, there are two somewhat bedraggled-looking kobolds who are standing there near the door and look at you in terror, and they shriek, "Ah, don't kill us!" And we'll see you next week.
Okay.
I got a whole week to decide if we're going to kill him or not.
Okay.
I know, that's the joke.
I think we just need to get Girdle Keep from the back and bring him up and say, hey, you know these guys?
All right. So many doors, so many options.
Yeah, there's a lot of doors. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably really good you guys didn't do this when you were still level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without a guide. That could have been fun. Okay, well, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Well,
See you next week.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed our show and want more, please leave us a rating and review on whichever platform you use. And of course, feel free to share us on social media. We'll be back next week with more adventures in the World of Tellus. To tide you over, you can read more about the cast, characters, and the World of Tellus at AdventuresEdgeRPG.com.